Chancellor Hance, President Bailey, distinguished faculty, Board of Regents members, honored graduates, proud parents, brothers, sisters, cousins, good morning. I'm delighted to be here. This is a special place to me. I left my grandson last night, who was in Colorado, and he looked at me and said, "Papa, see my hat?" I said, "I do, Dane." He said, "See the words T, Texas Tech on it?" I said, "I do." And he said, "That's where I'm going to school." So, Chancellor, be sure he gets in, will you? I got to get him in. The Chancellor told me that story about the garage opener, and he also looked at me and he said, "Powell, you know what this is?" I said, "I sure do, Chancellor." He said, "Do you know how long 7 to 10 minutes is?" I said, "I do, Chancellor." And I responded to him and I said, "Chancellor, as well as you in the audience, you should take comfort in the words of King Henry VIII when he looked at his fourth wife and he said, 'Don't worry, I won't keep you long.'" So you should not worry and take comfort in those words. Also, just a few comments to parents here, that those parents that are so thrilled today with their son, with their daughter. You know, the credit cards will slow down, credit card bills will slow down a little bit in the next few months, but I need to give you a little bit of knowledge that I have, and perhaps this is a surprise, perhaps it's not. But the blue light, that's not a clothing store. And Chimmy's, that's not a bookstore. I don't know what your students have been telling you, but those credit cards will ease off. I want to share with you for a few minutes some of the experiences in my life. The Chancellor gave his age. I'm 68 years old, and sometimes there is an assumption that guys like me, ladies like me, when they appear before you, that they've done everything correctly. I have not. And I want to share with you a little bit about some of those life's experiences as you tomorrow go down the journey of life. I'm reminded of what Albert Einstein said: "Education is what remains after one has forgotten everything he learned in school." Education is what remains after one has forgotten everything he learned in school. What does that mean? I think he was referring to life's experiences. And you have attended one of the great universities in the United States of America, and you're prepared. Intellectually, you're prepared. You're ready to go. As I told the Chancellor, not only do you have the quality education, you have other skills that will serve you well in the days ahead. Work ethic, character, attitude, all those intangibles, trust me, employers are looking for those intangibles. The first thing, and I've only got 4 or 5 themes, subjects, that has served me and it serves me well today, is that find a mentor. Find a mentor. Blessed is the man and woman who does not counsel with the ungodly. Self-assessment is not one of my virtues. I need someone to go talk to. I need someone that I can trust, pour my heart and my soul to those individuals. Find you a trusted mentor. Find someone that understands what you want to do in life. It's terribly important. And incidentally, you have branded yourself today, and you will continue to brand yourself going forward. Perhaps your mom, your dad, your granddad, your grandfather, your grandmother said to you, you are known by who you associate with. You will forever be known as a Texas Tech graduate. And believe me, that's a brand in the marketplace. People understand what that stands for and means. And if your classmate, if I ask one of your classmates, tell me about Shelley, tell me about Robbie, what would come to their mind? You have a brand. You have a reputation. Also, my dad was fond of telling me, do not let your name get home before you do. Very important. Find someone, a mentor, that you can share your thoughts, your dreams, your desires, and your problems, and your shortfalls with. I have a mentor. I'm 68 years old. I have a mentor today. I have two. I have an older mentor, and I have a younger mentor. I have one that's in the profession that I've chosen. I have one that I go to about life. Find a mentor. Blessed is the man and woman who does not counsel with the ungodly. Find a trusted mentor. Second, what is your shelter when the storms of life occur? And you may say, you know, Don, I haven't had any storms. They're coming. And they're coming faster than you like. You better find a shelter for the storms of life. It's very important that you find that shelter for the storms of life. For in the day of trouble, you're going to need a shelter. Family, friends, and yes, one's faith are terribly important in the crisis of life. You're young, and things have not happened to you that will happen to you in the next few years. Go to the major hospital in the city and where you live and spend one day in the intensive care unit. Don't bring a book, don't bring a newspaper, and you'll determine and understand that you're out of control in your life. You've been used, as I am, I'm a control freak. I want to control everything. There are storms headed your way. Make sure that you have a rock to hold on to. Faith, family, and friends are very important as it relates to a shelter from life storms. The third one is one that I struggle with, and I've simply referred to it: stand up, raise your hand when it's the right time and the right thing to do. You've been faced with decisions in your life, and you have to make decisions. Most of those decisions relate to where I will go to school, where I live, boyfriend, girlfriend, careers, things of that nature. Not many times yet have you faced critical decisions of right versus wrong. Some of you have. I did when I was young. But in the last 45 days, I've participated in the decision-making process where correct won out over what was the right thing to do. I often tell people there are certain things in my life that I don't want my grandchildren to know about me. Let me share with you a couple of them. One is, I have asked the question in business meetings, did we violate the law? That's not the standard, young people. The law is not the standard. It's what's right is the law. C.S. Lewis said it, in that education without values only makes for a smarter devil. You're educated. You're smart. Make sure that you stand up and raise your hand against things, situations, events that are not right. I don't have to tell you what's happening in the business world in America today. The headlines, I have not read today's Wall Street Journal, but I will assure you that there are 4 stories about malfeasance, about stealing, about violating laws, about violating regulations. It's very important that you distinguish between right and wrong. Ayn Rand says, learn to distinguish the difference between errors of knowledge and breaches of morality. It's not popular. Truth and principle trump economic and relationships. Truth and principles always trump relationships and economic reality. Do the right thing. Fourth, it's terribly important that you become involved in your community. Very important. We are all interdependent. I don't know of an independent man. I don't know of an independent woman. We're all dependent upon each other. And that means that I have to serve. That means that you have to serve and assist and help those that need your help. Become involved. It's critically important. That means giving not only of your time, your energy, and your money, but of yourself. Very important to become involved. The prophet Jabal says it well, all that you have shall someday be given. All that you have shall someday be given. It's very important. Competence. The educated man of today is not the educated man of tomorrow. It's critically important that you be competent. I love to quote my 8th grade football coach who said, fake it until you make it is garbage. You can't fake it in today's world. You've got to be competent. Fake it until you make it is garbage. You have to be competent. And that means that you have to educate yourself each and every day. I congratulate you where you are today in your life. But tomorrow the world is changing, and competence is extremely important in the world. Last, attitude and enthusiasm. I love a winning spirit. I love someone that approaches life with the proper attitude and enthusiasm. Winston Churchill said, success in life is the ability to go from one failure to another failure with no loss of enthusiasm. You're going to be knocked down. Get up. Be enthusiastic. Have a great attitude. It's very, very important that you do that. And tomorrow is a new day. God's giving you a new day. Don't waste it because you're paying a price for it. Do tomorrow with lots of enthusiasm and a great attitude. Swing the bat. Run hard. Go to the top level of the diving board. Shoot the basketball. And never, never punt the football. Thank you.